Good morning, everyone. This is Jodi Gambini. You may be seeing me a little at a different time than you're used to seeing me, but Jodi Gambini with Connecting the Dots and also Women with a Voice. And I am so excited. I have a guest. She's actually a dear friend of mine, a sister in Christ, and we are going to share some things. How can we run the second half of 2024? I don't know if you have a business. I don't know if you have a ministry. I don't know if you have a nonprofit, or you've even just been thinking like, hey, I think I need to do something else. I think that I would like to be able to work out of my house. Hey, I think that I've always had this dream to make these bracelets or whatever it is. If you don't know, I have come from the banking world and then moved into the entrepreneurial world myself while all my clients were entrepreneurs. So I've not just built two businesses myself, but all I do is work with people that either have a dream and want to make it into a reality in a business, or I've worked with businesses that have already scaled, have two, three, sometimes 4,000 employees. And there's some common things that I always see. And so that's my heart, is to really equip you guys with what's new, what's going on. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring my special guest and friend right up on the stage. So, Kendryah!
Hello. Hi. Let's see. I'm trying to get my
So this is
here we go. Hello.
okay. No problem. I want to, normally we'll do kind of a formal introduction, but I'm bringing Miss Kendryah Smith. She is actually the founder, one of the owners, and of Re.Direct, which is a software program. So I've actually been able to be in the pre-launch kind of, I think I was one of the very I've been waiting for her software because reason why I'm so passionate about this is things have changed. Like I was sharing with Kendryah, I don't know exactly her age, but I just share with you guys, I'm 52 years old. So 33. I'm a Gen Xer. You're 33. Oh, I love it. Ooh, that's a special year. The double threes. That's awesome. Yeah. So I have always had the heart. I'm sure it was God and his wisdom to partner with people that were millennials, younger. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, believe it or not, that are in that age bracket. And so I've always learned, like, as I've been building my businesses, bring in the ones that know what to do. And so I met Kendryah, and she's been on the cutting edge of those of you that have heard about digital marketing. She has done that and done it incredibly well and scaled at a real level. I've seen the behind the scenes of it, and she's been my client as in my financial coaching. So without sharing any, I'll just tell you that, like, when I say I've seen it and it's legit, when you have conversations with clients, you've seen it and it's legit. But she's also at the same time had a dream of, hey, how do we make a software company? How do we make something that will really work, especially for digital marketers? It's not the only one, but how can we do that? And so I wanted to bring her on. Kendryah, I wanted you to maybe just start out with sharing. We want to bring some tips and some things like, how should people be preparing? What could they do in the next 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days? Because we're in the third quarter, right? And sometimes it gets so overwhelming. You're just like, okay, I'm going to throw in the towel. Nothing's happened the way that we have expected. But her and her two partners, they have designed this, and they have a whole group of founders that have been around. They have an incredible president, and but it really is around bringing something that is going to help the person that's not very experienced in technology to be able to have the tools. And so we talk about marketing, we talk about advertising. In my opinion, why Kendryah has done so well is because of that. Like, you have to have that in a business. So Kendryah, I
Mhm.
don't know where you want to kind of start, but I just felt like I'll turn the
Yeah.
mic over to you, and
Yeah.
maybe those questions kind of we can start with. And guys, if you have questions, drop them in here. And even afterwards, if you're watching on replay, and we'll bring that to you. And I'm gonna double check to make sure I'm not a squeaky voice and everybody can hear me. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you sound
mute my thing for just a second and let you talk.
Okay, yeah, you sound good. Thank you, Jodi. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. So where I would say getting started is the most important thing. That's the hardest thing a lot of the time. So if you are somebody who already has a business, chances are you're using software to run that business, and it's so helpful when somebody is able to come in and provide you the tools and the resources, but also the education behind those tools and resources to help you, particularly you and your business, whether that's a physical business, a digital product based business, whatever that is. Having those tools and those resources, and then the education behind how to utilize them towards your business to grow your business, is so valuable. And that's what we wanted to do with inside of Re.Direct, which is this all-in-one software platform that Jodi is talking about. And it's really great because we kind of came into this with experience in different areas, me and my business partners. And this product was solution based. Like, we saw different gaps in the market and we wanted to be the bridge for that. And so when you come into Re.Direct, you have 24/7 customer support, which was very important to us, being able to get in touch with a real human being all hours of the night and day. And you have not only multiple courses on how to utilize the software features and tools, but also these extra courses teaching you things like how to have a presence on social media, how to brand yourself, your business properly, how to have a presence and authority in whatever you're doing, whether that's a physical business or a digital business, and utilizing the skills of digital marketing. It's a fly just fell on my face. Utilizing the skills of digital marketing is going to take whatever business you have to the moon. So I first got into this with a t-shirt business, right? I fell into digital marketing with a Shopify store, t-shirt business I was trying to promote on Facebook. I didn't understand the concept of digital marketing, which is essentially just understanding how to get your product or service out in front of the correct audience. And so you can, you can pick up clients and people know that you exist in the first place, which is something that I had issues with. I didn't understand that concept, and leveraging things like social media and ads and doing all these things that help you get the reach that you need to grow your brand and your business. So when I had my t-shirt business and I started getting into digital marketing, I started utilizing those skills that I was learning in digital marketing and applying it to my t-shirt business, having more of a social media presence, bringing awareness to it, building out something that we call a landing page, which is simply just a single website page that has buttons that link to your different offers or your different websites, right? It's kind of like if you've ever heard of link in bio, your picture, your social media profile, your social media handles, little icons, and then under that, all the different products and services that you offer. So yeah, I would say that is very, very important to have the right education, the right support, 24/7 customer support, or what we also have within Re.Direct is daily mentorship. So there are people that we have sourced in digital marketing and affiliate marketing, online entrepreneurship, even offline entrepreneurship, that have come into Re.Direct, not only contributed one of their core course based on their specific lane of expertise, but also they are contributing mentorship as well every single day, sometimes 2 to 3 times a day, which is extremely valuable. If you've ever paid for coaching, it can get very expensive. So you get access to that for free. It comes with your subscription. So yeah, that's what I would say is just education, educating yourself, and being consistent, and, accessing all of the tools and the resources needed, to grow your business, and also tapping into the support channels. So that's my recommendation. Are you still here, Jude? There you are.
I am. I am. I just wanted them to see you
Oh.
close up. So, yeah, that is. I am curious as as people do watch later. Please drop in the comments wherever you're watching. Do you currently
Yeah.
use any software for your business? And so I told her I kind of felt like we were speaking to three different audiences today, and one is whether you don't have to be like there is amazing ways people are doing creating their own digital products, but I think sometimes people just think of someone that's an influencer. But I want to speak to all those people, whether they're a real estate agent, whether they're so I was a financial advisor for years, and I had to have a strategy, what I was going to do, how I was going to reach people. So you might be a financial advisor, you might be a dentist, a doctor, you might be a chiropractor, you may be in some of the, you may even be any type of business that's already, whether you're a solopreneur or you're anything else, you may be a business that is been running. But I'm just going to tell
Yeah.
you, we have had a shift in a recession, and I've been around for a while. And I can remember in 2008 and 9, every place that I did events and spoke, it was all around how do you survive, not just
Yeah.
survive, but thrive in the midst of that. And
Yeah.
so we're in that right now. We have everything in inflation has gone up. If you go grocery shopping, it's going to cost you double. If you are in any way a business owner, you're noticing like if before you needed 10 clients a month, you're noticing that is not making me as profitable if you have even had a chance to see that. So I want to speak to that person that maybe, like myself, I used to do more mailing marketing. I would do some email, but it was honestly, I got two of the same email from an industry today, because the first of every month I get it, and it's personalized with their picture, but there's not a lot of nurturing and a lot of personalization. So I wanted to speak to that person right now, Kendra, and maybe you can, that maybe has been in business for quite a while, and they've adapted some things, and they've probably even gone to some trainings on how you go online, how you do those things. But I would love for you to maybe give a few tips, a few things, like even if they have an email campaign or they have social media. I know because I've already been learning myself. I get to get on a call every single week with Jessica, who's an expert in Instagram. And she literally has looked at my profile, looked at all of my posts, and I've learned so much. I'm rewriting my profile. So I wanted to go into that. Like sometimes there's little things that we don't realize are not drawing who we were wanting, and maybe three tips that you could give, something they could implement that is easy to do inside the software. I'm thinking about just profiles on all the social media, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And so that anyway, that's the first audience I wanted to speak to, the ones that have been doing things for a while, and maybe there's 1 to 3 things they can add in that are doable every single day or every single week for the next 30, 60, and 90 days, because I know that is where differences happen. You do the little small things, but you do them in increments on a consistent basis.
I would say definitely brand awareness and taking your business seriously. Like if this is something that I mean, I would hope if you have a business, you take it seriously, but I understand life happens and sometimes we let things kind of fall by the wayside, but it is the opportune time to take advantage of this digital golden era. And it's truly the time to start shifting your focus and attention on from where things, how things used to run and how things used to operate to where they're going and where they're at now. And there's a big opportunity to reach so many more people through social media, through just positioning yourself in a very practical and simple way, which is what we teach you with inside of Redirect, very, very practically. You can come inside of Redirect and sit under these people who teach on things like Instagram and TikTok growth, social selling, right? How to position your offer and be an authority in your brand. So yes, although that's very important, it's not going to mean anything. Like all that education won't mean anything unless you're willing to be consistent. So knowledge coupled with consistency and just being willing to show up and do whatever it takes to, create your social media account, your business profile, post every day. You'll exercise those muscles. Can it feel uncomfortable at first? It certainly will. That's okay. Anybody who is an all-star player was once a rookie. So I think that that's super important because I see some people feel very intimidated and discouraged when they are jumping into this online space, bringing their business they've already established in one way or another and start to mingle all these new high income skills. And that's exactly what they are. They are high income skills you have to learn. And if you're able to learn and implement them, which they're very simple, you will see growth in your business. There's so many ways to reach people, like through email nurturing, email campaigns, right? Collecting your leads on something like an opt-in page where, for instance, very simply, somebody could come to your landing page, like we said before, which we teach you how to build inside of Redirect, and you can offer a freebie, something of value that has to do with your business. You offer that for free in exchange for somebody's email. Somebody enters their email, you give them that digital download, those tips and tricks on whatever topic. So there's a value exchange there. Once you're able to capture their email, now you start to nurture them in an email campaign. They get to know you a little bit about who you are and your business. And as you continue to nurture them, you can throw in your different offers, share the value that you give that might serve that potential customer. And eventually they will purchase from you, hopefully, right? At least some of them will. But if you're not utilizing these little simple skills, you're certainly leaving money on the table in your business if you are indeed trying to grow your business. So yeah, that's what I would say is just learning the practical steps of how to have more of a presence, and then doing the thing every single day, like setting little goals. If that's, I'm going to create a social media account, I'm going to build my social media account, then I'm going to post every single day and learn how to optimize my posts through keywords and hashtags, and how to edit very simply on something like CapCut. You're cutting out your pauses. You don't want your content to be like, "Hi, my name is Kendryah. Today, we're going to talk about," okay, you just lost 95% of people that landed on that video, right? So you want to cut out those pauses, get straight to the point. You utilize hooks. If you don't know what a hook is, it's something that grabs the attention of the scroller. These things are learned. And again, we teach on all these things, but I would set, yes, attainable goals. Like I'm going to post every single day utilizing the high income skills that I've learned inside of these trainings. So yeah, consistently posting one time a day after you set up your business account. Get your landing page set up, which is a single website page. And then, yeah, just I would say utilizing something like email marketing for all the interested leads that come through. And I think if you're able to do those things, you have your offer set up, you have your landing page, your website set up, you've got your social, your email, like that is a very, very good start, because that's going to start exercising those muscles, bringing brand awareness to whatever you're doing, who you are. And as long as you're consistent, you will draw in your perfect target audience. So that's my recommendation. If you're a beginner coming into this, that's serious about growing your business, that's where I would start.
I love that. And as you were speaking, I was thinking about oh, there we go. My camera came. I was anyway. I was thinking about doable things, and I loved what you said because I think that even the link. So you can do a link in bio, but in there's Linktree. There's different ones, but even just setting that up that gives people a chance. If you've got a podcast, if you've got different social medias that you do things
Yeah.
to. When I'm coaching people, I hear all the time they go, "Well, I went live," but yet they're not nurturing and letting people know. And a freebie, I learned about that, and I was like, "Well, what the heck? It can be anything that you provide, but you want to do something that is nurturing the audience that you're supposed to be
Yes.
bringing in." And so I've noticed those are some doable things. And I'm going to give everybody a little special offer. You'll see my website right there, jodigambini.com.
Yeah.
I am on Redirect. I'm one of the beginners on there, and I definitely represent a different kind of, the more where I'm learning. But I have to say, I have had multiple. I For me, having everything in one place is huge because I get off a business call. I'm also hosting some podcasts. I'm also, I'm doing all these different things. So I used to have to go in, I used a program called Calendly so people could set appointments for me. And then I also used, I was trying to get the Stand store up and running, and all these different things. And now I go in and everything is in one place. And so simplifying things is huge. Also saving money. I'm your girl, all about financial and making it. So like I literally was able to move multiple things, have them in one place. For me, that's not, I'll just be real, I feel clunky. I actually even have a VA, and I'm a virtual assistant, and I don't have that confidence. But I have
Yeah.
noticed every morning I know right where to go. I know,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to go to my dashboard and I can see everything there. Where
Yeah.
before I would go on to different, I don't want to throw other ones under the bus, but I do have to say the one I was on for a long time was Kajabi. And honestly, there were seasons where I was spending $200 to $300 a month and I couldn't figure out how to use it. And it probably, maybe someone else is like that. It was a little embarrassing, to be honest with you. And I will tell you, in my business, tracking my numbers, when I am using all of these other things and begin to get a confidence and begin, the coolest part, what she said is, now that I'm watching the trainings, I'm watching the things, I'm gaining skills. So I can
Yeah.
actually bring that into my business and bring some additional things in my mentorships I do, in my one-on-one coaching that I do. So I think that that is huge. So we talked about Kendra, the person that has a business, and most of us are working in our business and on our business. So we are an integral piece to bring in money. Like, we've got to show up and work and do it. But then we also are the integral, most of us are the face of the brand. And we have to do things of, where am I going to market? What am I going to do? Um, I'm a huge fan myself of picking 2 to 3 small things to do that you can do for 30 days, that you can do for
Yeah.
60 days, because then you have something to track. I think we, I don't know your thoughts, this could just be mine, but a lot of the people I talk to see, we're looking for a quick fix, a genie in the bottle, and that is
Mhm.
just not how business works in the long run. Yes, you may see them, I call it a rocket. They soar up like a rocket, but then they burn out like a rocket also, because you can't sustain 90 hours, 14 hours, 15, 16 hours a day for 2 years,
Yeah.
24 months, it starts to wear on you. So you have to start to put systems in place that are
Yep.
automatic, that you can work harder, not smarter.
Smarter, not harder. Yep.
Oh, smarter, not
Absolutely.
harder.
Yeah, I got
Don't want to
you.
work harder.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and yeah, to the person who's already kind of up and running in their business, it's it's really a no-brainer for us because when you're saving money and you have every tool that you're needing in your business in one location, I mean features like your funnel builder, your website builder, your email autoresponder and campaigns, and your automations when it comes to your DMs. So on your DM, your Facebook or Instagram DMs, you can automate all of those. When people send a keyword, you can set it up to say, someone says start now, then you can set up an entire sequence and campaign to start now nurturing them, sending them information. And that means you don't have to be present in order to respond to the person. It's automated. You can set up your Calendly within I mean, all your analytics are there. You can build out your own community, your own courses, your own affiliate program. You can do so much. There's thousands of templates. There's done for you digital products that allow you to have a product to sell. If you haven't created one yourself and you're like, I don't know how to create an ebook, I don't know how to create a course, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, there are templates, so many templates. There are PLR products that you can sell for your own for 100% profit. And the list goes on and on and on. There's a community in there, so you can network with other entrepreneurs. You can continuously, obviously, take the courses. We're going to be rolling out new courses every other week. There's just so much value. And so if you're going to be paying for all these subscriptions anyways to run all these aspects of your business, why not pay one subscription, pay less, have everything in one place, and then also too have the ability to make that compounding commission, because we do have a very special commission structure within inside of Re.Direct, where if you have a business, you have an entrepreneur friend that is using software to run their business, which is like 99% of entrepreneurs, unless you're putting out tents on the beach and selling scarves, I mean, they should even have a website, which means that they would be using software to run their business. But if you can refer Re.Direct to them and help solve their problem and keep them and, help them get everything in order in their business, say they sign up, well, now you're making monthly recurring revenue from that subscription. But not only are you making monthly recurring revenue from their subscription, if they end up signing anybody up and then their customers end up signing anybody up and so on and so forth down to the fourth generation, you're going to be making commission on each one of those sales, each one of those subscription sales. So you can generate monthly recurring and compounding income, excuse me, through our commission model. So we are the world's first to successfully marry direct sales with digital affiliate marketing and software as a service. This all-in-one platform that comes with your education, your mentoring and your coaching, and all of your tools and resources literally in one ecosystem, in one hub. So it's pretty exciting. And if, we really value leadership and community and team building. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're like, I just want to be part of something. I want to be nurtured. I want to learn how to scale my business. I want to learn how to actually start generating income, utilizing things like social media and email campaigns and all the things that you maybe haven't really taken full advantage of. This is certainly the place to be. Like, you will be surrounded with an incredible community, awesome trainings. It's in my opinion, it really is a solution to a lot of entrepreneurs' problems and struggles. So, yeah.
I love that. And I think that there, when you were speaking of this, Kendra, I said we're speaking to the person that already has a business, but now I want to speak to that person that maybe you have been thinking, you've even been hearing people, there could be different things, and you may think that you're running your business, but maybe you don't have a website, maybe you don't
Right.
have, because I talk to a lot of the crafters, and then they'll end up going over to Etsy or something, and it, like, because
Yeah.
I coach people, I see all these things and then they give up, because if they would have just said, okay, I'm going to dedicate an hour or 2 hours, an hour a day there, I'm just going to learn a little bit and push towards it. So in 30 days or 60 days, because you're already creating whatever your product might be, earrings. I have a friend that did these, but most of the time, the way you did websites in the past was really overwhelming. I want to just share with you that I tried to do my own on different places, and being in the industries that I'm in, it was either like a life coach or there was no template. When I went into this, there was over 1,000. And so I would that when I say a template for your website, I mean it basically has everything built. All you have to do is pull your own pictures over. You can go on Canva and add a few things and do it. It has wording in there where you can just kind of type it. And that's why I want to encourage you, go check out my website, because
Yes.
I'm so excited to have it up, and I've done it in different ways, but it's a full website. And now I'm working on my direct link, because what that does is when we say a link in bio, it won't just show an access to your website, but it will show the other things you do. So maybe you do have either some products you're offering, or maybe you and your branding. And so that was the other thing I was blown away with, because it's so simple. And when she says, I'm just going to tell you, MMR, PLLR, you guys might be like me and you don't know what the heck any of those things mean. But what I'm going to tell you is, when I clicked on that button, I first of all, it gave me another place to learn things. They have something in there of how to start a podcast in 30 days. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do this with a lot of my clients who I've been talking about. They need to do a podcast. How to start an ebook, and it's like hand to hand. So not only can I use them, so I'm going to tell you, a lot of times you're paying to be in all these mentorship programs and places. They have had all kinds of different people, maybe you can speak to that, Kendryah, that have contributed in like courses in here that are amazing. And then you can literally take your branding and decide the ones that maybe you love or you wanted to do, and you can charge it. So I wanted you to maybe speak a little to that, because you can use them for yourself, and you could use them for a freebie. So for me, I personally was stuck with trying to figure out what the heck my freebie was going to be, because I didn't know how to create anything, and I felt like these things would have catapulted me 24 months to have. Like, they're done, they're done for you. And then the funnels and all of the things, I've always heard people say done for you, and I've just personally felt like my skill set just must be really low, because I was still struggling with it. But in here, you guys have worked so hard, Kendryah, to, I think, make it really done for you. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to throw other big companies and things under the bus, but for me personally, and I feel like there could be some people that have been trying these things, and it gave them such, I like to say, an ice cream headache, that
Yeah.
they kind of gave up, or so I wanted you to speak a little bit to that, because when you say it, obviously those that are in digital marketing and know what that means, but the resources that are in all of those courses are amazing, and you can just add your little branding. Like me, I'd add connecting the dots, my little thing, and then give it for free if I wanted to get,
Yeah.
if I was wanting to build more email nurturing.
Yeah. The PLR, it's private label right product, which means somebody else created it, but you're able to now take that, put your logo on it, very plug and play, and then sell it for whatever you want, or give it away for free as a value exchange. So say somebody comes to your, like we talked about, your landing page, and you are asking for their email in exchange for a product that you're going to give them, something that's done that could bring value to them, which you can utilize one of these PLRs that we have with inside of Re.Direct. We have an entire library of them. So depending on what you do, what your niche is, which is just the category of business you're in, essentially, you can choose to give that away. And once the potential customer enters their email, now you've collected that email that you can now nurture, and then they've gotten their freebie that they can utilize in their business potentially. So it's really cool. All these things we teach you, and it comes with, there's so much additional training aside from just learning how to use the tools and the software, like how to build a website, how to automate your entire business, how to utilize literally all of the multitude of tools. But there's, like Jodi was saying, incredible course creators, incredible mentors in there that have gone before you, that have done the thing that you're trying to accomplish. So, skip past all. The point is these people have learned through trial and error, and they don't want you to have to go through the same thing. So it's streamlining your success process without you having to go in and figure out, well, how do I grow on Instagram if I'm a business owner? Like, how does that happen? Well, instead of you diving in and wasting time and trying to figure it out, there's Jessica, who's also one of the owners, and she has mastered Instagram. She built a multiple six-figure lash artist business. Then she had an accident, lost her arm just last year, jumped into digital marketing, grew that business very, very quickly to about the same amount of money. And she's utilized the skills that she knows about Instagram to build both of those businesses. So that's what I mean with the value that you're able to sit under and learn from and glean from. It's just incredible. It's really second to none, in my opinion. Excuse me. Exciting.
And then that was the other person I did want to kind of speak to, is they maybe have been hearing about the word digital product, or basically you have something and you pay for it, but you learn and then somebody else learns. But what inside, where if you already have, programs that you're using to manage your emails or to manage any of these things and you're paying for it, inside this, there you can use these private label, sorry, I'm probably saying it wrong, but you can,
Yeah,
you
PLR.
can actually start to, yeah, PLR. You can use these, and you don't even have to purchase another thing. And so it's another way that you can. So maybe you've been thinking about that, and you're like, hey, I just need to make a little extra money on top of it. I need an additional income stream. And then so that person that it maybe you're like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about, because I feel like those people that are over in, I like to say, the digital marketing space, that's
Yeah.
where I have learned. So number one, this really cool link in bio, it looks like a website. So you click on it and then it shows everything on it. But here's the other thing. If you've ever been on TikTok Shop or any of these places, and it says that you can do payments. So as a coach, so you might be a coach or someone that offers a service, and I would make a payment plan myself. And so I wanted to share that, because inside this program, you also are able to take advantage of two different ones, which is called Klarna and Afterpay. And to me, this is one of the things that already has shifted, and I've gotten more business because I do a little more high ticket items. And with everything more expensive right now, people are like, do you have a payment plan? Well, I was offering my own payment plan. And here's the thing, meaning if they don't pay me, I didn't get paid. And I'm getting paid in little breadcrumbs where they're making me a payment. So I wanted you to share a little bit about Afterpay and Clarinet, because those people that aren't necessarily in that space may not know what they do and how amazing it is. I really
Yeah.
feel like it's another tool that can help you get more clients.
Yeah. So, yeah, we do offer, our payment processors are Stripe, PayPal, and then you can utilize like Jodi was saying, the buy now, pay later options. So it's these businesses, these companies that they do charge you a small fee for this, but in my opinion, it's worth it because you're getting the money up front, and then they're now taking the payments from the customer. So now it's up to the customer to make the payments towards those like Klarna or Afterpay. Klarna and Afterpay pays you almost full price. So it allows your customers to pay with a payment plan, but you're still fronted most of the money minus the fees. So yeah, it can be very beneficial.
Which for those people that have more of, I'd say, a coaching and consulting and mentorships and subscriptions with one-on-one coaching, most of us have done it ourselves, and you have to actually take the time to price it out too, because you're like, oh gosh, if they're not going to pay me up front, I need to make sure. So I've always like taken the time and made my payments higher. I've had to calculate it all out. So I love that part. So I wanted to share that, because to me, if you've not been taking advantage of that, that in itself could be a game changer for you, that you set up the plans with that, because you can do up to 12 months. And a I purchased a program from Kendryah, which is called the Ultimate UBC. And the only reason why I did it was because she had Klarna, and I could pay, I think, like $35 a month for 12 months, where it was
Yeah.
like $500. And at the time I was like, so it was doable for me to do. So that was one
Yeah.
tip. And then I wanted to just wrap it up, Kendra, with
Yeah.
anything else that, because we've covered. I wanted to, like, told Kendra, like, I don't want to just be like, hey, this software program. I'm all about the coach in me, because I just love people to get wins. When you get a little bit of a win, and
Yeah.
you're able to scale your business more, because we only have so much time in the day. So what she was talking about, what I wanted to tell you with all the automations, so these coaching calls, you get to get on Zoom. And the people that are coaches, they have their own programs that people pay for. So I like have already, and you can watch the replay. So if you can't get on, that's okay. But you literally can.
Yeah.
What I really love is, as soon as you get on the place, it has a calendar. So,
Yeah.
and you can create this with so you can also create communities. Some of us have been having some challenges with, I'm streaming to that page, so I don't want to say it, but groups and different things. And now you can't get the things in that you want. So I wanted you to share about the portion that you guys have of being able to build your own communities, which to me, they look just like Facebook, because Facebook is kind of the only one that has those groups. But some of us have run into the problem where some people don't want to be on that platform, and now you can't get them over into your community that you're doing, or even if they're paying you, it's hard to get them in that community. So I wanted you to share about that, and also the cool features you have with not just creating courses, but I'm already learning that I can make a course and put it right in my community, or my free community.
Yep.
And those that are maybe subscribing or get it for free, and the other ones can purchase it. So this to me is another way where you can work smarter, not harder. And I have all my I can send emails out to my community. So I wanted you to share it with that, because I've used other ones that weren't so user friendly, and what has been created here is really amazing.
Yeah, so you're able to build out and monetize and totally customize your own community. So if you're somebody who's like, I would love to create a course, I have no idea how, but it's a great idea. I want a place to nurture everybody. I want another stream of income. I want to monetize it. There's so many things you could do and get creative with this, but we will teach you how to create your course, how to upload that course inside of Re.Direct, then upload that course inside of the community that you'll create if you want to. You can create a course and monetize that, sell that course without ever creating a community. But if you want to create a community, you can easily upload that course inside of the community. So you have everything in one place. You'll have a way for your people to communicate, a way for you to communicate to them. You can make your community free. You can make it $20 a month. You can make it free for some, not for others, create a coupon code, change the font, change the colors. There's so many things, but it's a great way to kind of nurture and establish your community and to grow that, because this is where you can share your new up and coming offers, give value, share freebies, go live once a week, post your Zoom links to go live, like whatever you want. It's your world. And the community in the course section is still within the main software. So you can manage that and every other aspect of your business at the same time.
Yeah, that I wanted to share about that because for me, it was really neat. I was like, and so I was on one of the coaching calls and she was showing it, and I was, and I think Jessica, we were doing Instagram, but she actually answered it, grabbed her screen, showed me how to do it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this was so neat. And I know some people, like I said, it's an option, a really good option to move all your communities again into one place. And if, we've seen some of the social medias go down. And so I've been looking for options so that I can not have that so attached to if it goes down or my profile gets stolen, that it completely, like, I wanted to have more stuff off of the social media. I can add it into the social media, but it won't affect my business. Can you speak to that, Kendryah?
Yeah, exactly like you said it. Exactly. You don't own social media. So if it gets shut down, have another way to communicate and nurture your people and stay in communication with them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know I've got to let Kendryah go because she's got someplace she needs to be, and I wanted to honor that. But what I wanted to tell you guys is right below here, you see my website, and what I'm offering, because if anybody knows me or doesn't know me, and those of you that are inside Women with a Voice, Vera has been working on, Vera's becoming an expert in it because she's been helping me, and she's also gonna be, I don't want to spill the beans, but with Women with a Voice, we're going to be upgrading and doing things. And Vera is, she's been, and all of you that know, Vera has a virtual assistant agency. And so she uses all the programs, and she couldn't be on because it's so early in the morning, but she's been blown away with these also. But what I wanted to offer, because I always want it to be doable, there is a set a consultation with me button. As soon as you go to my website, I'm going to give you you're going to be able to look at my calendar, set a 30 minutes, and I'm going to give you a 30-minute, not like, ask you some questions, see what you're trying to do, and be able to give you a few things that you can do. And if you want to move over to Re.Direct, I can help you with that. But I love providing value because my heart is, I want you to keep going forward. I don't want you to work harder. I'm seeing it. People are working so hard. So that is free. I'm giving that gift to everybody. I inside my community, Camp Gambini, I offered it yesterday, but go there. And I'm going to give you value. We're going to get on. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you'll go away, even if you don't want to move on to Re.Direct or not. I want to give you some connecting the dots for you so that you can literally do something and make some type of steps you're going to do for the next 30 days and just commit to those baby steps. Baby steps are where it's at, not, okay, I've got to erase, I got to make room for 2 whole days where that's all it's going to do. You won't do it. So that's what I'm going to offer to all of you. Just go to my website, book the appointment, and I'm going to give you, I charge $500 for an hour coaching call, but I'm going to give you 30 minutes where you'll go away with something. And then I can also answer some of your questions.
Love it. All right, Jodi, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody.
Guys.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.